Yes, greetings. Another one from the TMS. So I hope you guys are well. And in this video, we're going to share with you how to customize your website. We're going to cover the basics. We're going to show you how to set your website login details, and of course, how to make a post and all that necessary for your website to be a presentable one. So if you're new here, consider clicking that button so you don't miss an update. So the first step first is I want to assume that you watching this video is a member of GIF, Global Internet Fortunes, because some parts here may not look familiar if you are hitting this video and you are not a member of GIF. So to start off, we want to set up our website login details. So the very first step is to log into your GIF account. My name is TJ George and I will be taking you through this video. So the first step is logging into your GIF account. So this is your GIF account. Inside your GIF account, when you scroll down under your hosting, you'll be able to see your domain. You'll also be able to see a button written client area. So your domain, as somebody who have just gotten started, your domain takes your username.hla.ke. So we want to set the details of the login to our website. So we're going to click on the button of client area. So we click on client area. And when you click on client area, a page will load. Now on this given page that will load is where we are able to set up our login details. Is where we can access the direct admin. Yes, other hosting providers give you cPanel, but in our case we'll give you the direct admin. So we scroll to the bottom. When you scroll to the bottom, you'll see this button written login to direct admin. So that is exactly what you're gonna tap. So click login to direct admin. And when you click login direct admin, I'm using the phone, so we'll see the page in phone responsiveness or in phone responsive phone version. So when you're using your phone, the page will load like this. So you need to click the menu, which is the dots on the top left corner. So when you click on that menu, the several options will appear here. Just scroll to the bottom and under extra features, click PHP My Admin. So click PHP My Admin, and when you click PHP My Admin, you'll be able to see two options: your name and a section of your username. Your name and a section of your username. Let me explain some here. If in case maybe your side, when you click that PHP My Admin, you find yourself in an area like this. You find yourself here. What you basically do is tap on the arrow on the top left corner. There is an arrow on the top left corner. Just tap on that arrow on the top left corner, and that arrow will be able to open for us the page we are in. So you are basically supposed, most phones you will find yourself here by default. But if you don't find yourself here by default, you tap on that arrow I've just shown you. So here you just select your name. One of them will have your name. So choose the one with your name. So click it, and then several files will show up here. Several files, WPH7 files. So WP simply means WordPress. So scroll to the bottom and you'll see one of them is written WPH7 users. You want to change the details of a user. So click users, and when you open users, you will be able to see that a page I've loaded, but you can't see that page. So for you to see that page, you'll click the arrow on the top right corner. So there's an arrow on the top right corner which is back arrow. So click that arrow on the top right corner, and then it will load for us this given page. Now on this page, just go ahead and click on edit, because we want to edit these details. We want to change the username, we want to change the password to our site. So click on edit. So when you click on edit, it goes ahead and opens for us this page where we can now edit our details. We can edit our username, we can edit our password. You can even have a chance to edit your username. Do not edit the URL or the domain, because it will make your website to be not live. It will interfere with your site hosting. So to say change any of these details, just swipe left. So slide your screen to the right, or slide your screen going right, and you'll be able to see, like in this case, the username by default is admin. So let's see an example. I wanted to change this username from admin. Let's say we use a name like Chelsea. Yes, that is one we want to use for the username. And then the password is this bigger box. So remove the entire information inside that box and replace it with your entire information you can remember. So I want to use a simple password. Ensure when you are creating password and maybe the first letter is capital, remember to also, when you are now entering your password login, the first letter is also capital. So let's set up a password there. Maybe I can say something like maybe 2025 Chelsea, something like that. And then I go ahead and maybe allow me copy this so that the next time I want to put it, I can easily. So the next to the box of password, there will be this small box of Vachar 255, this box. So click this box and choose MD5. So MD5 is more of a shortcut that saves the password and ensure that any browser can accept our password. So we're gonna scroll and choose MD5. So select MD5, and then the last step is scroll to the bottom and click go. So by clicking go, that is how to save or to change your website login details. Now we have our website login details. The next thing you want to do is to log into your website. So when you want to log into your website, just open a new tab, and on your new tab, you can go ahead and type your domain. So like in this case, the domain is muliro.chelsea.hl.ke. So if you wanted to load the website, or maybe I want to share my domain with someone, this is what I want to share. But in this case, you want to log in. So to log into your website, just type that your domain in full. If it is your username.hla.ke, then you put a backslash stroke login, like that. You can frame backslash or your domain slash login, stroke login. There is no spacing. And then you choose the first one. Do not use this one. Don't use the second one. Choose the first one, because the first one is the website. If you use the second one, it will look for something that is like that on Google, and that will be leading you to a wrong address, or it will tell you not found. So choose the first one, the one that is having that logo of world, and then the website login page will load. And on the login page of this site, we just go ahead and then we enter the login details we have just set a few minutes ago. So we're gonna go there and then we enter the password and the username. So the username, you guys remember we set the username to Chelsea, and then we click on login, and we are logged in. If this was it is as easy as that. So just choose here. In this case, we can say the email is correct. So just click the email is correct. This email shown there, and we have logged in. So that is the first step, how to log into your website. The first step was changing the login details. The second step is how to log in. So we have logged in to our website. So we can go to the important part, which is now customizing our website. So the very first thing we want to do is we want to make a few changes to our website. We want to make a few changes here and there on our site. So there are options here, there are buttons here. Like one, we have this menu. The menu is those dashes on the top left corner, and when you tap on that menu, several options will appear here, which will also be very helpful in this tutorial and even in the general customization of your website. So the very first thing we want to do is to change the appearance or the layout of things on our website. So to do that, you click on appearance. So when you click on that our menu here, we just in the dashboard where we are, we click on that our menu. Then we go ahead and click on appearance. So when you click here on appearance, we'll go ahead and click on themes. So you click appearance and then you click on themes. And on clicking on themes, it will load for us the themes that are already active on this site. And then from there we can choose a different one. So like in this case, I see a theme here called automobile rental. But let's say based on the kind of site we want, so we can decide to use maybe a different theme. So I can easily go here and click on add new. So I can easily click there on add new. Let's say you wanted to change that theme. So when you click on add new, it will take you to the library of themes, and you can see we have at our disposal over 7,000 themes for us to use. You see over 7,000, and from there you can't lack one theme that will excite you. So let me search a theme here. An example, there are several. You can consider using newses. If you don't know a theme to use, just go on Google and ask Google that question. Maybe you can ask Google questions like maybe best free WordPress themes for a news website, best free WordPress themes for a rental website, best free WordPress themes for fashion and design. You will get several recommendations, and when you get a theme, the name, just come and search here. So in this case, I want to consider using newses. So newses is that, and when you click it, it will bring up the button of install. So we're gonna install this, and then we activate it. So you just click that newses, and then you click on the button of install at the top there. So you click install. After installing, you go ahead and activate. So we have activated our theme. Install, and then we activate our theme. Good. So when our theme have been activated, it will lead us to this page. Just scroll to the bottom, or we can do away with these highlights here at the top, which will keep up showing up. So just press on this X's. We just press on this X so that these updates will not keep coming at the top. So we'll just remove them, and so that we can see our theme direct like that. Yes. So the new theme is that and is activated. So we want to make few changes to our site. So just go ahead and click on customize. So we go there and click on customize. If by some reasons you don't see this button of customize, when you are on the menu, when you click on your menu here and you go to appearance, you will still see customize here. Under appearance, you'll still see customize. So any of them will lead to the same page. So you click on customize, and when you click on customize, it will bring up this page here where we can make changes. In a scenario where you wanted to change the colors, maybe the background, maybe you want to change the name of your site, all of them is possible under customize, because it is on this page that we are actually able to change the identity site details. So like if I wanted to change the name of this site, just start with the first one, site identity. Click there on site identity, and you'll be able to change that. So like an example, maybe I wanted to change the name. So the title, if yours maybe is written JF Web Hosting, you can remove all that and use your name. So like in this case, maybe let's say I want to go with the third name. Just remove it like that. And tagline is basically a bio or brief. What do you want to talk about, or your motto? Like you are in social media, you are on WhatsApp, you have your name, and then you have your about. So your about is definitely not your name. It's briefly who are you, or what do you want to talk about, and it should be something shorter. Maybe yes, like 10 words maximum, or 20. 20 is too much. Use a few words. Yes, good. It's like a motto. A motto is not a whole paragraph. That is not a vision. It's not a mission. It's about. So that is the first one. The next one thing you would like to do is to put a site icon. So site icon is basically the photo that appears in your browser, especially when you use a laptop. So you'll notice that when you are using a laptop or computer to load a website, there is always a photo being shown just next to the where the name is. That photo. Like an example, if I load my tabs here, you will see that there is icons. So these icons, those icons you can see there, those are what we call the site icons. So where were they placed? Where were those icons placed? Those we call the site icons. So here is where you place them on your site. So your site can have a site icon, which makes it easier to be identified in case somebody have opened several multiple tabs. Yes, like you know the one of YouTube, you know the one of Facebook, you know the one of Safaricom. You can just to mention but a few. Yes, so you can add one there, and when you're done putting this information, in case you wanted to add a photo to your logo, maybe you wanted to add a logo or a photo, yes, just go here and click on select logo. Like in this case, so select logo, and if you click on select logo, it will take you to your photos inside the website. But in a case where you wanted to install a new photo, in a case where you wanted to upload a new photo from inside your phone, just click on upload files. You click on upload files, and when you click on upload files, it will take you to select files and then into your internal storage. And here you know where your photos are. So when you go to media, pick an example, you basically now know where your photos are, maybe in the gallery or whichever they are. Go and select that photo in that folder, and it will be selected and uploaded to your site. So here I don't need to show you where to get your photos. You basically know where to get your photos. I'm not going to do any of that, so allow me to go back. So yes, so let's say I use one of the already photos in the site. So I can choose one of them, and I'll use that as the photo maybe I want to use for the for demo, an example. And of course, you can crop the photo to fit whatever way you want it to be. You can easily crop the photo. Maybe you want to show only a section, or you want to crop away some parts. You have an opportunity to do that, and then you just go ahead and click on maybe skip cropping or crop. Maybe you want to show the entire photo, so you skip cropping and the entire photo will be shown, and then the last thing you do is to publish, save the entire changes so that the effects can be effective globally. So we have saved that. Other changes, we go back with this button. So we go back to that button. If we wanted to change, maybe I wanted to change the header image. The header image is like a color, or maybe the image background, like cover photo. In Facebook, we may call it cover photo, or even in WhatsApp business. So let's say I wanted to change the header image. So you just change it on the header. So let's say I click there, and then I want to change this header image. Instead of maybe having that image, I could decide to use a color. So I can decide to click on this button of remove the image overlay and then select color. So we remove the image overlay so that does not show a photo, instead show a color. So we can choose a color of our choice. Maybe we can consider, maybe let's say we choose which color can do well. An example, let's say maybe I go for blue. I don't know which color is that, but let's try it out. Let's say I go for that color. You have a chance to increase the opacity or the intensity, the contrast of that given color. You have a chance to play inside these colors to choose a color that best fits you. And when you find one which fits you, go ahead and use it. And by that, you can go ahead and click on publish. So we have published that. Going back one step again, you can also change the background image. This is the image of the entire website, the image that shows at the background of the entire content. And for me, I would prefer not to use this, because if you use an image of the background, it will conflict with the typing and the writing. If I use a black image, maybe an image somebody have put a black dress, and then your text are in black, now some will not be visible. So it is not easy to get a color cloth which will match all the text, because most texts are either in white or in black, but most texts your websites are in black. So black color works well with a white background. So unless you are going to put a white cloth even on your face and your hand, then maybe you can consider having a background image. But I'm not going to do that. Colors, you can also change your colors by just tapping on the colors. And on the colors here, you will going to select the color of the entire site of the background. So background color, instead of using an image, some people prefer to use a color. So in case you wanted to change the color of the entire background of your site, just change it from here. But I'm not going to do that in this case, because I would just want to retain the white background with the writing in black. Yes, sometimes maybe a theme you have installed, you realize that it takes time for the content to load, simply because of maybe a preloader. So in case your website, something else is loading, maybe a circle, something like that, before the content comes up, just come and click on the theme options. So when you click on the theme options, if your theme does not load content instantly, under the theme options, the first thing on top or the last thing on the bottom will be preloader. And when you open that preloader, you can be able to check it off or disable it, so your website loads content by default. I think that is enough for the customization of the identity. The next thing we want to do on our site is right now, if we do a quick visit to our site, you may see a few changes, but you're gonna do that later. So the next thing we want to apply on our site is something called plugins. So we're gonna click on the menu, and then you scroll down and you'll see plugins. So basically, somebody may ask, what are plugins? So plugins basically are like software which extend the functionality of WordPress. So your website does not come with everything, just like your phone doesn't come with everything. So maybe you wanted your phone to perform a given function, you install an app which will do the function. You install maybe a software, you realize your phone can't open a document, you go to Play Store, install PDF Reader or WPS. So the same applies to your website. It does not come with everything. So you install a plugin to perform a given function, because you may not be an IT expert, you may not be a programmer to code, the function from scratch. So you install a plugin which will do the function for you. Good. So the first plugin that I would like you to consider doing, or the things I want to do around these plugins. Number one is when you are on plugins, click installed. And on the installed plugins, these are plugins which came with your website. So on the installed plugins, scroll down and you will see plugins that came with your site. They are arranged alphabetically. And the first plugin I would like you to deactivate is a plugin called K-Elements. So K-Elements is this plugin here. So this plugin is more of our website built on shortcuts. So this deactivate it. Deactivating button will be that, but it will be written deactivate like the one of photo gallery. But this one is already deactivated. So deactivate it. The next plugin I want to deactivate is scroll to the bottom and the plugin of WP Bakery, which is more of an editor. Of course, we'll add another editor, page builder, which is more easier to use on a phone and laptop at the same time. So deactivate those two plugins, and when you're done, you will be taken back to the top, and now you can add a new plugin. So you go ahead and click on add new. So you click on add new plugin. So we want to add a few plugins here. The very first plugin we want to add to our website is now we want to replace the WP Bakery editor or page builder we just deactivated. So the first one to install is Classic Editor. So install Classic Editor and then activate it, and you can see it is a plugin that is used by 10 million active installations, and it is compatible with our version of WordPress. So I believe 10 million is enough to trust that this is really helping so many people. Then the next plugin I want you to install is a plugin called Simple Chat Button. In this session I want to recommend a simple plugin. Of course, I know there are other sophisticated ones which do more functions, but for this tutorial, I want us to have this plugin installed because it is a plugin that connects your website with WhatsApp. Simple Chat Button. Check the spelling of chat. CHAT is not the chat of ABCD. Yes. So the plugin, the first one will come up. A simple chat button. Go ahead and install it and then activate. That is the plugin. So when you install it and activate it, it will show up on your installed plugin. So when I go back to our installed plugins, we'll be able to see a plugin called Simple Chat Button. So Simple Chat Button, they are arranged alphabetically, so we scroll to letter S, and under Simple Chat Button, you'll see the button of settings. So you click settings. We want to set this plugin to fit our WhatsApp, because installing the plugin does not mean the plugin will automatically pick your number. No. So we go ahead and put our number. So you put a number there. So like in this session, I'm going to use my number for demo. Later we can change it to the number of the owner of the website. So enter your number, WhatsApp number with the country code 254, or based on where you are. And then without any plus preceding 0 hyphen bracket or space, put that, and then you put a WhatsApp text. This is a message people will come to your WhatsApp with. I can say something like, hello, maybe TJ, I'm interested in your website business, something like that, so that when somebody comes to my WhatsApp through website, I'll know this person is from website. Go ahead and save the changes, hit the save button there. So we save those changes. Then we go ahead and click on button settings. So when we click on button settings there, we go ahead and we want to customize where our web plugin will appear. So here on the message, for me, I prefer need help. I can remove it because the icon of this plugin is WhatsApp. So basically people know a WhatsApp plugin is for WhatsApp. So I go ahead and delete that entire text, need help. So I go ahead and remove it, delete it. And after that, I scroll down, and then on the position, I will consider bottom left, because bottom right is for scrolling back to the top button. I'll show you that button, you'll see it, so that the button is not on top of the other. So I select bottom left, and then you go ahead and save changes. So that is how to activate that plugin. So we have talked about plugins. The next thing I want to talk about is now how to make a post. So we want to make a post on our site, because website is more of information, because changing the names and all that is done once. So we want to make a post. Just at the menu or where we are, when you click on our menu, you still remember the menu is the top left corner. So on our menu, we click on it and then we'll see photos, or we'll see post, I mean. And on post, just click on posts and then I click on add new. So I'll click there on add a new post, add a new post. And a post should have a title. Post should have a title. So let's give our post a title. We can give the post a title. So let's say maybe we want to talk about finance. So I can go ahead there. Maybe an example. Let's say maybe I wanted to use ChatGPT an example. Maybe to make my first post. So I can open a new tab and maybe search ChatGPT an example. You all know ChatGPT. So let's say our website is about finance, things to do with money. So let's say here I want to talk about maybe I want to ask ChatGPT a question. I ask it how to become rich. That is my post. How to become rich in Kenya. Maybe that is the question. And then becoming rich, he says the ChatGPT is writing for me so many things there. Maybe that is my first post. So it's typing for me all that. If I have time, you can go ahead and read yourself. And then after typing the entire information, I go ahead and copy. So I copy that entire information. I come back to my site and then I say what I asked ChatGPT was the title. So the title could be how to become rich in Kenya. And then I paste the entire information on this box. So on this big box is where I paste that our entire text of becoming rich in Kenya. Good. So that is it. That is the message. You can go ahead and edit, remove all these stars from your post, because in ChatGPT the stars were making the text bold, but in our case the hash and the stars does not make a text bold. Actually, it makes the post a little bit funny. So what we do, just highlight that entire text and then you click bold. And when you do that, you see now the text is bold. Start a business. And then you can decide to realign it. So realigning it is using these buttons up here on top, like this one. I can realign it to be on the center. Yes, put it on the center, so that I want to talk about this other one. It can just be bold and then it remains at the margin. So maybe this other one, start a business, I may also maybe want to put it bold. So start a business and then agribusiness, all those highlights I will maybe consider putting them in italic. So go ahead and do all that, and of course now that is how to make a post. So I'm not going to make all these changes here live. I'll finish the rest later of the recording time, so that we don't also spend much time on this. So that is how to do it. If you wanted to add a photo here, maybe I wanted to add a photo here on inside this post, maybe an example, entrepreneurship. So let's say maybe I wanted to add a photo on entrepreneurship. So let's say I'm on Google. I can go to my Chrome, or I can go to Pinterest, an example. Let's say I'm on Pinterest and then I search entrepreneurship. So I'll consider using Pinterest because the photos on Pinterest are free to use. They are off copyright infringement. Do not just I personally don't just like going to Google and downloading a photo. No, sometimes some of those photos are having copyright. So I'll just head over to my Pinterest, and on Pinterest.com I can easily search a photo. So let's say maybe I search a photo under the title entrepreneurship. So let's say I search a photo entrepreneurship. It's supposed to give me several options, and then I can download one of them. I believe you know how to download a photo. So you may also consider those platforms which give you access to use photos which have no copyright. Yes, another way of having photos without copyright is take your own photos. Have your own camera and take photos based on what you want to post about. So entrepreneurship. So maybe I search that. So when I search entrepreneurship, it's supposed to give me suggestions, and I can select a photo which is best for me. So like an example, I can consider, let's say an example for the sake of this, maybe I use any of them. Yes, maybe let me say I use that, for example. Or yes, but I don't want to use that. Why? Why do you think I don't want to use that? It's not Kenyan people. It's not an African photo based. So I may consider using that. So just download it, select the three icons, and then I download the photo. So download the image, and my image will be downloaded. I can easily, after my image is downloaded, I can easily upload it on our site. So maybe under entrepreneurship, where it is written start a business, I can easily put a photo there. Maybe I put a photo there, so I just put the cursor and then you click on add image or add media there. And when you click on add media, it will take me to upload files, and then I upload a file. So that is how to upload image inside a post, inserting an image into the post. So I just select it, and of course it will be inserted into the post. So like in this case, that is it. And of course you can easily edit it or use the entire it. I click insert into post, and when I click it, I can easily customize it. You can see right now it is taking space, and then there are empty spaces. So when I click on that photo itself, you can easily customize it using those buttons there. I can easily align it to the left, and then the text will be moving around the image, or put it at the center, or put it at the last part, and then the text will be moving around the given image. So that is it. I believe by that now you know how to put a text and images and inside a post. Next, you scroll down, and under categories, you ask yourself, this post you have made is under which category? So if it is not under marketing, it's not under uncategorized, just click on add new category there. So I click on add new category, and then I can say this is a post about finance, or maybe being rich or something like that. So I put that, and then I click on add new category again, the one at the bottom. So click on add new category again after typing. Click on add new category, and by that you have a new category called finance. So our post will belong to a category called finance. Next time I make a post about finance, you just select finance. If you are making a post which is outside any of these categories, create that category, whether it is fashion, entertainment, sports, all that. The next thing we want to do to our post is to set for it a featured image. A featured image is the photo that people will be seeing at the front, and this is what will be attracting people to want to read about the post. So click there on featured image, and then you can set one. So click on set featured image, and on clicking that button we can set a featured image for us. So maybe I can choose one of these photos, an example. So let's say maybe I choose just one of them. So maybe how to succeed. The post was how to become rich in Kenya. Let's say I use that, and I set it as the featured image. So that is how to make a post. And last but not least is you go ahead and click on publish. So click on publish. So publishing is like now making our post to go public. So that is it. We have published our post. The next thing is I want us to do is now let's do a quick visit to our website, so we can see a few information here and there. So click home, and when you click on our home, that home with the arrow, we'll see visit site. So we click on visit site, and when you do a quick visit to our site, you'll realize that we have a few changes on our website. You can see the name, you can see the color we had placed at the background. We can see the name, the title. If for some reasons you realize that you had placed a black title and maybe the black background and they don't match, just go back to customize and change it. Our post is shown here, how to become rich in Kenya. We have our WhatsApp icon at the left button, so it is there, and the posts are showing there. And then our post even have the category finance. So if somebody says, I wanted the link to this post, how do you get the link to this post to share? Just open the post by clicking it. So when you click your post, it opens. The entire post opens. And now when the entire post opens, whatever is shown up there under the domain is now the link. So just click the domain. What is shown up there is now the link. So just click it. When you click it, you can easily click on copy. And copy is this button here. You can easily click on copy. And when you copy, whatever will be copied is the link to that given post. And you can even see it is written how to become rich in Kenya. That is the link to the post. Yes. If you wanted to share the domain alone without any post, the moment you open your site or just click your name, like in this case, just click Muliro Chelsea, you realize that what will be shown up there is the domain itself. Like when you now tap it, what you are copying is the domain itself, muliro.chele.ke. Nothing much added. Yes. When you scroll down to this our same site, you realize that down here there are some information which are not readable. So when somebody goes through our website and then they scroll down here, they will not understand what is happening here. So we want to do away with this information, or at least replace them with something somebody can comprehend. So how do we do that? We just go back to our dashboard. When we are here, accessing your dashboard is very easy. So just tap on this icon looking like a watch. So you click it and then you go to dashboard. And when you're on dashboard, when you are back on our dashboard, just go ahead and click on menu, and then we go to pages. So we go to pages. So the information we saw, we go to pages and then we see all pages. So the information we can't comprehend which were on our site were on the home page. Now the home page is the front page. Of course, those other pages also have information. Later you can check them out yourself. But this is just for guidance. So if I can guide you on one page, you can do the rest on others. So click on home. You click the word or you click on edit. So we click on home. It will open the page in editing mode. It will open the page in editing mode. And when it is opened, you can see those informations are here. So you can easily long press all this information and then we replace them. You can long press and select all and then you just delete. I believe you know to delete something. You can say start your success journey with Muliro, something like that. Yes, if you wanted to add some things, you can put them up. Then the photo we had seen, this page also had a featured image, so that photo is here. In case you wanted to retain it, you can retain it. If you wanted to replace it with something else, you can easily do that. Let's say an example, maybe I wanted to replace that photo. An example, let's say I go to select files. Maybe I want to replace it with something else. Maybe I want to replace it. So you can easily go ahead, maybe on your images, you can go ahead and select something. Maybe I want to replace it with another photo. Maybe I replace it with something like, which one? Let me see one. Let me say something like that. Yes, you can just choose one and replace it with it. Yes, so replace that, it will be loaded, and then I set it as the featured image. Now I have a featured image on my home page, and then you go ahead and click on set. So we set that image there. Is the image now set on our featured image? So it is saved. We go ahead and click on update. So we update it, and by that the information we had on the home page are gone. They are now gone. So the images is saved. Good. So we can now go ahead and check our site one more time, see if the home page is exactly what you wanted it to be. So here we go, and you see the information that we could not comprehend are gone. You can see that they are nowhere to be seen. And that photo, look at that photo there. Start your success journey with Muliro. Somebody say, wow, I want to learn how this works. And then just tap on the WhatsApp button. When they tap on the WhatsApp button, just brings them to your WhatsApp. And when somebody opens that, it brings them directly to your inbox. Good. And you can see that. That is it. Yes, I'm interested in your website business, and that is the message we had inserted. Good. Another thing, let's do a quick, a few activities here. There's something I want to show you on this site. You notice that I want us to share the domain or our site with someone. So what we want to do, if we wanted to share the domain, we just go ahead and copy it. So we copy it, and then I share it with someone. So let's say I share it with who? So I want to share it with myself. So when I want to share it with myself, I'll just go ahead and click on it. Click here and paste it. So when I paste it, an example, yes, you can see it is loading. And then it shows the photo. You can see that? It shows the photo. Yes. I want to make it show more items. If I wanted to copy the link to the post, I can go ahead and do the same. So, but anyway, I want to make a few changes. I want to customize how better it shows up. I want to make this post shows up more better or more presentable when I'm sharing the link. Like in this case, an example, when I share the link to this our post on through WhatsApp, you can check it out here and look at it. That one, you notice that when I'm sharing this link, it is not taking the, you can see I've shared the link of our post, but which image is shown? The image in the featured, not the featured image of the photo. It have basically showcased the same image which we had put as the profile, but a professional post should show the photo which was the featured image of that given post. So how do we enable our post to show the featured image, not the profile photo of the website? So we're gonna do that together. So we go back to our home page here, and in our home page, are we still logged in? Let me see. It's saying we are not logged in. So we just log in again. We just log in to our site again. So we log in. Yes. So I hope I still remember the username. So we just log in. Let me see if we still have it saved somewhere. Let me see if I can still remember it. Yeah, this was the password we had set. So this was our password. We can go ahead and paste it somewhere at the password section, and then we put in the username, and then we log in. So we want to install a plugin here called, SEO. So we go to plugins, and then we click on add new, and then you install a plugin search SEO, search engine optimization. So SEO, search engine optimization, is a plugin that is going to help us optimize our website and even how it is going to be showcased on Google. So it is called Yoast SEO, the one with the 10 million installations. So go ahead and install now, and then you activate. Install now and then activate. So by activating the plugin, and then it will take us to first time configuration. Yes, it will ask us to do first time configuration, so we can easily do that. So let it install and then activate so that we can do that. Allow me change internet so that we can go very fast. Just a second. Good. So there we go. Just a second. Good. There we go. So the plugin is ready, and when we click on it, Yoast, it will ask us to do first time configuration. If you go to that plugin itself, you can see it under the menu options, and then if I go to settings, maybe general settings, an example. It will ask us to do the first time configuration. Good. And on the first time configuration, just click on start. So you click there on start, first time configuration, click it. Then next it will ask us to you can just escape this. You don't want to go pro now. It's premium. So click start SEO data optimization. Click it. Then as it is optimizing, just continue. Site representation, choose you are a person, you're not organization. Then website name is that name, you can still choose the same name. Photo, just allow use that for now, will change later. Then you save and continue. And by that you have done most basics about this given plugin, and that is all that matters right now. If we go to WhatsApp and share the link again, let me share the link again. Let me try sharing the link again. So let's say I copy and then I paste it again. Let's see how it loads. Just a second. Let's see how it shows now. And you can see right now, have you seen a difference? Number one, by just installing the SEO, now when we share just the link of our post, somebody can even see briefly the writings in the post, and the photo have automatically been changed to our post featured image. You notice that? And then on top of that, now the image is bigger. You get the point? And we can even see two photos. The profile photo of the website is shown, a small one there, and then we see an excerpt of the post, the domain, and the only thing we shared was the link and then the featured image, compared to previously when we didn't install the SEO plugin. It was just a very plain link. You get the point? Yes. So next is another thing is, if we now share the domain, there is an information which was hidden that I think now should showcase, and I want to check it out. It have not reloaded the current one, but let me see if it will reload it again. So that yes, good. So you see right now when we share our link to our homepage, it showcases the featured image of the homepage, it showcases your name, and then there is this about or this excerpt which is not you. It's saying my name is Camila Sconjalo, and the owner of this website is not Camila Sconjalo. So how do we change this information? So to change that information, we come back to our site here, and then we open that page because it is the page of homepage. So just go to homepage, just open that page of homepage. You go to all pages, and on all pages, open home again, homepage, just where we edited. But now when you scroll down, you will see SEO data here, and under SEO data we'll see meta description, and here is where we have the my name is Camila Sconjalo. So we can go ahead and change this to my name is Chelsea Muliro. As simple as that. My name is Chelsea Muliro. My name is Chelsea Muliro. Yes, as simple as that. My name is Chelsea Muliro, and very young and confident young lady who believes in dreaming big and achieving big. Yes, something like that. And I can easily maybe remove this information, other information, and let it remain that way, and save it. And of course, with that, we have changed that my name is Camila Sconjalo, and you can see this how our site will be looking on Google. if you wanted to remove that GIF, we can say that I want my site to showcase the title, then the separator is that hyphen, and then I go ahead and instead of GIF, I can use something else. So here, instead of typing, I'll use % to give me options. So I put that % and then I say the tagline. Yes, and the tagline is hard work has no substitute. Yes, and that, so it is a tagline, separator, site title, separator, and tagline. And then we update. These changes will be live. So ladies and gentlemen, I believe that is enough basics for this session. I didn't want to make it very long. Comment what you have learned, what you are going to work on, and if you find this information exciting, you can share it with your champions, and let's meet at the top. And of course, consider subscribing, not miss future updates. It was TJ George, and see you guys at the top. TMS Sablaga.